Here's an irresistibly binge-worthy list that'll take you on a suspenseful ride through some of the most underrated thrillers of the 1970s. These hidden gems are brimming with tension, unexpected twists, and unforgettable moments, yet many remain underappreciated, lurking in the shadow of the era's more famous films. From paranoid dramas to high-stakes mysteries, this list brings the lesser-known thrillers from the gritty, fearless 70s back to life. So, if you're ready to dive into movies that deserve way more love than they got, buckle up, keep watching till the end, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Trust us, there's a film in here waiting to be your next obsession. Gene Hackman at his brooding best. What else do you need? In Night Moves, Hackman plays Harry Mosby, a disillusioned private investigator who's hired to track down a runaway teenage girl. Of course, he doesn't find her right away. The plot twists like a wet rag in a hurricane. From infidelity to Hollywood scandals and murder, it all unfolds against the backdrop of the Florida Keys in this noir thriller. Mosby's obsession with solving the case ends up being more about himself than the girl he's searching for. With every clue, you're roped deeper into Mosby's fractured psyche. And if you're into endings that make you question everything, this is it. Conspiracy theories have always had a hold on Hollywood, but the Parallax View takes it to an ominous new level. Warren Beatty plays a reporter who stumbles onto a sinister corporation that brainwashes assassins. Yep, you heard that right. The mood is pure paranoia. When you start, you'll feel like you're tagging along on an investigative story, until the dread starts creeping in like a slow shadow. The film's chilling message is that the higher-ups are willing to go to any length to protect their secrets. This movie will give you a good reason to keep your blinds drawn. Ever wonder what it would be like to see through the eyes of a killer? Eyes of Laura Mars takes that chilling concept and runs with it, focusing on a fashion photographer, played by Faye Dunaway, who begins seeing murders as they happen, through the killer's eyes. As she tries to make sense of her terrifying visions, she realizes they might be linked to her own work. The film combines 70s style with slasher-like suspense, offering a twisty, mind-bending experience that's equal parts high fashion and horror. And the ending will have you questioning everything. Jane Fonda and Donald Sutherland team up in Klute, a thriller that's as gritty as it is tense. Fonda stars as Bree Daniels, a call girl whose life gets turned upside down when a private detective, Klute, seeks her help to investigate a friend's disappearance. Fonda's performance as Bree is raw, nuanced, and unforgettable, adding layers of depth to a story steeped in mystery and psychological tension. With a stalker lurking in the background, each scene pulls you deeper into a web of suspense that's impossible to shake off. Move Over, Ocean's 11. Walter Matthau stars as Charlie, a bank robber whose latest heist accidentally leads him to a mob-run money stash. Now Charlie is in over his head, trying to dodge the mob, outwit the law, and come up with a plan on the fly. Matthau, usually the funny guy, plays Charlie with a level of grit that surprises. There's humor, there's tension, and there's a nail-biting pace that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. Watch this one if you're a fan of thrillers that blend dark comedy with high stakes. Ever see Drive with Ryan Gosling? This is the 70s version of that, only more dangerous. Ryan O'Neal is the nameless, stone-faced getaway driver who's so good at evading cops that it feels like he's got his own teleportation device. But there's a detective hot on his tail, obsessed with catching him, no matter the cost. The car chases in The Driver are legendary. Seriously, you might want to strap on a seatbelt just to watch them. It's the kind of film that feels like a game of cat and mouse, if the cat had 9 lives and the mouse had a taste for adrenaline. Directed by Brian De Palma and inspired by Hitchcock's Vertigo, Obsession is a thriller with a touch of the supernatural, where love, loss, and mystery intertwine. It follows a man whose wife and daughter are tragically killed in a botched kidnapping, leaving him devastated. Years later, he meets a woman who looks strikingly like his deceased wife. As the story unfolds, he becomes dangerously fixated on her, and what begins as a romantic obsession spirals into a mystery with shocking revelations. Obsession is eerie, atmospheric, and brimming with haunting suspense that builds to a jaw-dropping conclusion. In this chilling tale, Jodie Foster plays Rhine, a young girl living alone in a small seaside town with a dark secret. The neighbors are curious, too curious, and Rhine's quick wit and eerie composure are put to the test as she guards her mysterious home life. This thriller is less about jump scares and more about the quiet, creeping suspense of trying to keep secrets from everyone around you. Each new encounter adds tension, especially when the town's creepy locals start closing in. It's a slow-burn thriller with a nerve-wracking atmosphere and a powerful, unsettling performance by young Foster. This one's based on a novel inspired by the JFK assassination, so buckle up for some serious conspiracy-laden madness. Jeff Bridges stars as the brother of a slain president who uncovers the rabbit hole of all rabbit holes. The conspiracies in Winter Kills are so layered that you'll feel like a detective with a red-string bulletin board by the end. It's satire, it's suspense, and it's a wild ride through American paranoia. And with a cast including John Huston and Anthony Perkins, this thriller is one trippy gem that fans of political intrigue shouldn't skip. Terrorism meets the Super Bowl. This thriller revolves around a planned attack on America's biggest sporting event, and the suspense is razor-sharp. Robert Shaw plays a Mossad agent trying to prevent a deranged war vet, played by Bruce Dern, from carrying out a mass casualty plot using a Goodyear blimp of all things. If that's not insane enough, wait until you see the final act, which takes place in front of a live stadium crowd. You'll be holding your breath for what feels like ages. This is classic, edge-of-your-seat 70s paranoia, and it's just as pulse-pounding today. If you made it this far, you're clearly as hooked on thrillers as we are. Let us know if we missed any hidden 70s gems, or if you have a favorite suspenseful throwback that didn't make the cut. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lists that go deep into movie history's vault of forgotten thrills and chills.